Hello from our land in Alentejo, Portugal. We had our first really big rain yesterday and last night and this morning, and it is clearing up a little bit. So there were lots of things that I wanted to get done before the rain, but that didn't quite happen. So now this is our little gift of time to get things done. So the first thing that I want to do is soak some of the peas that I'm going to plant as cover crop in here. I want to get that going. I want them to be soaking all day, and then tonight I'll put them down. So the last 3 videos you've seen that we had a really amazing summer harvest and all that went in that. And now we are finally at the point where we can switch over the garden into the fall garden. It has really felt like summer here up until just a few days ago. So we have a lot of work to do in the garden to clear out the summer things. The other day I did come and I thinned out the tomatoes because there were still a few that still looked like they were thriving and would produce. So I left some of it kind of as an experiment. Left some of the aubergine.
Thank you, Knox.
I did want to collect some of the seeds from the cosmos, but with the rain right now, they're going to be all wet, so I need to wait till those are dry. Yeah, I want to put the cover crop I was talking about, I want to put it in this area in front of the mulberry. So I want that to just be really dense, full of peas, because the pea plants are gorgeous. They have the most beautiful flowers, and we can eat the peas. So, and they improve the soil because of the nitrogen. So nitrogen fixing. Then if we come over here, so there's different things that I want to plant. It's time for roosters to be singing. So there are things that I want to plant each of these beds, but if we come specifically over here. So if you remember from our last video, this summer we tried out the waffle method, which is basically creating a grid with raised walls and little squares, and then it helps catch the water and help it really sink in instead of running off. But if you look now, you see that there aren't really any walls left because we didn't do them with clay like they usually do. So what we're thinking of doing is, for now, we're just going to plant some seeds and seedlings in here. Eventually, maybe adding rocks to be the borders. We're going to try that out, I think. So that's that. One more quick thing in the garden before we move on to the next thing. Just something that's really exciting is that this is one of the pomegranate trees that we planted last year in here, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I counted 7 yesterday. Anyways, it has 6 pomegranate, and you can see this one is enormous. So we are very excited about this, especially because pomegranates are one of my favorite fruits. As you can see behind me, we have our lake that is very, very low. This summer we lost at least 2 meters of depth. You can see where the line of water usually is when the lake is full, and then where it's at now. So yeah, again, we're very excited because we're getting rain. We feel like it maybe filled up just a tiny bit last night, but one big project that we've been like slowly working on is getting the algae out of the lake. So let's walk down there. So this is a bag of peas, and I just want to soak them to help them germinate faster. Anyways.
No idea. Perfect.
Just enough left in the trees. So good. All right, so I'm gonna take you down to the lake. This we call the first piso, like the first level, first terrace. Is that what you'd say, John?
Yeah.
And this, I would like to plant cover crop of, we could plant mustard seeds here, which give those beautiful yellow flowers, which is always really joyful to look out of our kitchen and see, or alfalfa. I haven't decided which one I want to do along here. For this next project, gonna grab the rake. So over the summer, we got a lot of algae growth in the lake. And we have been working on this for several weeks, little by little. It's been actually really cute because the boys got really into it and they would come down and they would rake it out. Oof.
Ding! Package delivery!
And then all the chickens would come and they would find all the little insects in there, and it was just like everyone was really happy except the insects. So what we're trying to do today is clear out as much of this as we can before we continue to get more rain. I'm really glad that we have a break because I wanted to do this yesterday and then it started pouring. So we didn't get around to it. Now we can get around to it. Clear this out for the benefit of the aesthetics of our lake, the smell of our lake. We like to swim in this in the spring and summer. So the less organic matter that's in it, the better in terms of cleanliness of the water. So yeah, what we're gonna do, we scoop it out, and then what we've been doing is, algae is actually really rich in phosphorus and nitrogen and other stuff. And so we've been putting it in buckets and then taking it to the orchard as mulch. So that's gonna decompose, give all these amazing nutrients. It's using a resource that's on our land to feed another part that we're trying to get to flourish. So yeah, all we're doing, oh, whoa. So
Yeah.
The one thing is that now it's all mushy from yesterday. So you can see as we do that, we got this nice big amount of filamentous algae. So I'm gonna just start a pile here of it.
Okay, I'll go get the bucket.
We need your waiter pants. good workout. So now that we're on the other side of the lake, you can see all of those piles of seaweed that have to be collected. And once we've picked up the algae, that is the orchard slope. So we'll put them over there. All right, so I have this little jar of calendula seeds that I collected from our other calendulas. So I'm gonna plant some calendula in this front bed along with something else that I decide out of this. All right, so I just finished planting in this bed. I planted calendula in the front, hyssop in the middle, and radishes along the side. This is still sweet potato that's looking, the leaves look really nice to me, and I think it looks really beautiful, so I don't want to touch that yet. In here, took out the old cherry tomatoes. Then here I just planted lots and lots of peas, like along the posts and even other places, so it gets nice and bushy and full of peas, and some of the peas grow up this. I could even connect some lines between the structures. So that's what I've got going on here. In here, I'm really happy because it looks like the alyssum is kind of coming back, so that's exciting. I think the next thing is going to be planting in the waffle grid. So we'll go over there and check out that situation. So this used to be the bed of all the zucchini. And so I'm gonna cut that all back, and then I'm gonna plant my broccoli and black radish seedlings in here. Oh, look at that! Ah! Can I come meet my spider? His name is Frank. Hey guys, do you like how my legs dance? Woo! Friends are dancing. All right, so I just kind of refound the 4 squares of the waffle grid here. So here's my seedlings. I'm going to take some of these purple sprouting broccolis to put over there, as well as black radish. I'm gonna take all the black radish because I think there's more likelihood that they'll grow nice and big in the waffle because it's looser soil. There's another one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe I just take these ones too. Okay, all right. We'll get those ones in the ground to start. All right, so John's over while I'm working in the garden, collecting all the seaweed that I collected earlier to put in the orchard slope at the base of our fruit trees. Doing the wheelbarrow full on a slope in sandals with socks is not easy, folks, let me tell you. This is extreme sport. Okay, I'm gonna get back into the garden, but looks great. So we've done, or you've done the top line, the bottom line. We have the 2 left. But you just have this side of the lake now to collect, right? Yeah. Here we have my mulched beds, mulched with the old zucchini plants. You can see there's 1 broccoli, 2, and 3. And then over here, 1, 2, and 3. So, voila. And then in these 2 over here, I'm gonna plant the black radish. Okay, in this final square of the grid, I'm gonna plant more black radish, but this time as seeds. 9, 10, 11, and 12. It's good. I love the garden at this time of day with the golden light. It's just so beautiful. So now we're going to we're going to get the rake and we're going to scratch up this area, throw the forage peas on there, cover it with dirt, and then if there's more, we'll put the other ones in this area. See, because there was the grass, it's actually quite easy, see? And then we can keep some of that as mulch, move it all around. Hey, it's not too bad. Look at that. It's really not bad. Look, this is sharp. What is this called?
It's the thing for the barbecue.
I used this for the barbecue. and it worked really well. Now we have our soaked peas.